What's going on? I'm Farrah Lynch of A Rebel Art Studios, and in this video I'm just going to do a quick studio tour just to kind of show you my space and how I get down when it comes to painting and creating and doing all of that. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so as promised, I'm just doing a quick studio tour. I really don't have a lot of space, as you can see. This is pretty much it, okay? And my studio is actually in my garage, so there's that. Here are some paintings that I've worked on, and they are on their way to the museum today. So I still have these hanging up. They're kind of drying, and you know, they're just waiting on me to get them to the museum. And I'm sure the museum is like, where is she at? Here are a stack of paintings. I have, you know, I don't have a lot of room in here, so I try to just kind of squeeze in paintings wherever I can. And I actually have an attic that has a ton of more paintings up there, but so down here is just like the leftovers, but I can't fit up there anymore. This is a large painting that I started a long time ago, and I have yet to finish because I suffer from artist block tremendously. This bag right here is filled with old canvases that I'm planning on repainting over whenever I get the time. Now that I've finished with these pieces for this exhibition, I have time to finally do the things that I want to do, and I'm happy about that. Here is the wall, and my wall is evidence of me just kind of fleshing it out. You know, when I'm painting, I normally like hang things up on the wall here or just with pins, nothing serious. I do have an easel, but it's a lot of work. So a lot of times I just hang things up on my wall, and if I'm painting, I brush off paint on the wall, and so that's what this is. And I painted this white not too long ago, and as you can see, the evidence is there that it was pointless to paint it white. This apron I rarely wear, but it definitely looks like it has been used, and it has. Sometimes, a lot of times, here's some other clothes. A lot of times when I'm painting, I just come out here and start. And so I look really raggedy most of the time. Yeah. I'm always looking raggedy because, for the most part, this is really the only place I'd rather be creating. And when I'm making runs out in public, people I know look at me like I'm crazy because they're like, what's going on with this girl? One person finally said, "Oh, you're a painter." I was like, "Yes, you get it. You get it. Yes, I'm a painter." I'm not just wearing raggedy clothes for the hell of it, okay? Let's see. So this little cabinet right here is where I keep and store a lot of just additional like pigments, because I do make my own oil paint. So inside of here are my pigments and supplies for that. Of course, you're looking at a palette here. This is pretty self-explanatory. I use various brands. I don't use the expensive brands, and first of all, because I make my own. Here are my sample paints. But I don't want to pay for them. I don't want to pay for expensive oil paints. So I make do with what I can afford, and that's my advice. You make do with what you can afford. I don't even like paying, like this varnish is $7.99. You probably can't see that, but I don't even want to pay that. Anywho, I use a variety of brushes, and here is my brush wall right here. One thing I've recently started doing, I've used watercolor brushes for blending my oil paints, and it's worked really well. Really, really well. This shelf right here stores some spray paint that I like to use whenever I'm feeling mixed media-ish. And this shelf has just some props that I use when I'm creating paintings. I guess content. I've really been into painting balloons lately, so there's that. This is a quick oil study that I did, and actually did a speed painting video for, that you can watch on my YouTube channel. This tub is filled with acrylic paints. I don't necessarily paint with acrylic paints anymore. It's primarily oil now, but anytime that I am feeling like painting with acrylic, I can definitely do so here. This box is filled with, again, here's some pigments, and these are the watercolors and oil colors that I've made. Yeah, so I probably should cut a lot of these to use or give them away. Here are some paintings, just some quick studies and sketches and abstract portraits that I've created in 2017. Not much, I actually need to finish that one. And some books for reference, because I do love art books. This book is by Justin Bua. He was the one who did the street painting TV show that was on a couple of years ago. I really enjoyed that, and I enjoyed tweeting back and forth with him. But this book is actually pretty cool. It features a lot of his artwork and whatnot. So, and then this book, of course, is one of many that addresses the subject of African American art, essential for your Black art studio, you guys. This is a portrait that I'm not sure if I'm finished with or not, but I love her. I just love her. But I have a bow here, and I do have to finish adding like a way that this bow just can't exist out of nowhere. It has to tie around her neck. If you hear that screaming, again, I'm in my garage, so I have neighbors and have little children, so that's what that is. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, my space is pretty small, but I make do, and I encourage you, you don't need a large space to start off. You can build to that if that's your goal, if that's your dream, great. But if your passion is just to create, then start anywhere, and just make sure you have everything that you need and makes you comfortable, that makes it your safe space, and create. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think and tell me about your spaces too. Until next time, peace.
Want me get 'em, but yeah, I could get 'em. I wouldn't let her rip 'em. I let her rip 'em, hit 'em. I see something, I'm see, I written something. Oh, yeah, I see.